Okay, welcome dear subscribers and viewers of this channel. I want to share with you something which I believe by God's grace it is going to bless you. And we are going to share on the issue of prophets and prophetic updates and news and what is happening. And so without wastage of time, let us go to what is happening along the globe. At least you can see where we are in the prophetic timeline and to see what do we have to do. So welcome. As we are going to see, when we got this website, it's a website with important information for today. It's Jerusalem Post, and the news is U.S. State Department issues worldwide alert amid threat of violence against LGBT community. And listen to this statement. Where it says, These comments, I just want to show this. These comments were made on the International Day Against Homophobia, Biophobia, Interphobia, and Transphobia. I want to show something here from this point. On homophobia, you can see this. Homophobia cultural points for fear or prejudice against homosexual that sometimes manifests itself in legal restriction. And so they want to fight against those people. That video was against the homophobia, biophobia, bisexual, interphobia, intersexual, and transphobia. Today I want to share something, not on those definitions, but about what is happening. Let us go to the statement. It says the U.S. State Department of Friday issued worldwide caution security alert, saying it is aware of increasing potential for foreign terrorist organization inspired violence against LGBTQ people and events. Due to the potential for terrorist attacks, demonstration of violent actions against U.S. citizens, against citizens. Department of State advised U.S. citizens overseas to exercise increased caution, the department said in a statement. So they want to defend these people, and the person who is going to go against them, it seems like is breaking the law. So you don't have to speak anything against them. This is the place where we are prophetically, but there are things that we need to be careful and to know what we have to do. There are things that we need to know what we have to do, and this is going to help us prophetically to know where we need to stand. In the book of Luke, there's something that I want to share with you. The book of Luke, there is a good news prophetically where Jesus Christ said this statement, and I believe it is going to be a blessing. He said, likewise so as it was in the days of Lot. It's Luke 17:28. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sowed, they planted, they brooded. So what makes the end of the time to be like the days of Lot? It's not about building, it's not about eating, it's not about getting married, it's not about buying, it's not about selling. Actually, we know that people have been buying, have been selling, what makes the difference that the end times has to be like the days of Lot is because of what was happening in homosexuals. And when the world turns to that scene that not only leaders, not only members of the country, not only normal civilians, just every person, when people turns against God to go into this scene, okay? Going against the law of God, the law of nature that God has put there, that people now can choose to be bisexual, can choose to be homosexual, and so many things that has been happening. So it tells us that we are heading towards the end of the time. Things are just going to be moving like this very slowly, but surely. But we need to understand, if these things are happening, we need to know that we need to stand against these things. But how can you stand against these things? By connecting this statement that they've said that people need to be alert, that some terrorist attack may happen. So when you speak against them, it's just like a terrorist attack. That's something which is bad. Okay? These comments were made to mark the International Day Against Homophobia, and which is going to be the day of Pride, the month of Pride, which is conducted. Pride of month is June. Okay, this one: lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and the queer LGBTQ Pride Month is kind of celebrated each year in the month of June. Okay. They can do other things, but what I want to inform you is on this. Like, we need to understand that the world is lying toward the end. We need to prepare ourselves. We need to study the Bible. We need to pray. The power of evil is increasing. Sin is increasing. And who can stand against the devil? It's only the person who trusts in Jesus Christ. If you trust in Jesus Christ, you give your whole life to Jesus Christ, you don't trust in human wisdom or power or anything like that, you will be safe. But we need to trust in God. We need to put our eyes on God. We are living in the end times. Things are increasing. Maybe nobody expects that the government will stand and right defending these people, seeing that nobody needs to touch them. We need to leave them and let them do what they want. It's against the law of God. Now the government are not caring about God, but what they're caring is what they want, because even many people, even the government, are against God. So that's working on selfish purposes to fulfill their agenda, what they expect to accomplish. So friend, this is a time when you need to rise up, to know that Jesus Christ is coming, because he said, when you see these things that he gave prophets about, just raise up your hand, raise up your head, and be cheerful that your salvation is near. So this is the time. This was one of the prophetic news. I don't want to give something else, but I believe by God's grace, next time when I get something to share, I will share. But what is your comment about this? Okay, what is your comment about this? And then you can have a part to pray, and the part to speak, and the part to share. Now the time is going to happen when you won't have the time to speak against this, that all the video which are going to be speaking against these people will be banned. Excuse me. So we need to prepare ourselves for this. So may God bless you. Remember to subscribe, to share, and give your comments. Amen.